Okay, you guys, so this is a part 4 to the narcissist will always lie to get their way. This is my fourth and final video, you guys. I keep getting cut off, and that's really highly annoying, but we're going to keep this one going. Okay? So we just touched down on how narcissists want to be the exception of everything, the front of the line, everything. They're always trying, and these things can be disguised as things where, you know, it's natural to be angry or upset, but we live in a world with rules, and there's rules for a reason, or it would just be complete chaos, you know. So you make everyone's job difficult when you want to be an exception. It's like I said many times, like being in the military. If one person slacks, everyone has to pay for it. So guess what? When you want to be an exception, everyone else has to pay for it because they're standing in line. You're wasting people's time. You're arguing. You're at the Starbucks line all the way around the corner, and really you're just a narcissist trying to get some free shit. Let's be real. A lot of these people, they just want free stuff. They are so narcissistic that they have this I don't give a damn attitude about everyone else. Let them wait. So I was talking about how narcissists will even make house calls to lie to you. Just like, you get conned over the phone. They'll lie to you over the phone to get information out of you. These people will come to your house like if we're living back in the day, like back in the day when people tried to sell you things or sell you cable or sell you the internet. They used to come walking in your door. There will always be someone knocking at the door. Now those days is over. People feel like, don't come knocking where I sleep at night. Don't come knocking over here because you might be a narcissist. Narcissists coming in trying to act like they work for the gas company. It's too much shit that just happened because people used to do these house calls, and guess what? They're still doing it. I thought that people don't do shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said in the last video, back in the day, someone came to my grandmother's door, and like as a kid, I already knew when bad people were bad, and my grandmother would try to see the good in them, and I never understood that. And that's another thing. When you try to see the good in people all the damn time, it makes you look like the narcissist too, especially because she will believe a narcissist before she believes me, and then she'll act like I'm the bad person, but I'm making you aware of things that you're not aware of, and then you won't have my back, but you'll have someone's back off the street because you empathize with them. So certain people will seem narcissistic because they would rather get help from a narcissist. They would rather get help from a narcissist. They would rather hang out with a narcissist. The narcissist is charismatic. It's easier. The narcissist knows how to make people feel sorry for them more than yourself. And the narcissist lies. So this guy, said to my grandmother, I have some gold necklaces, and I remember my grandmother looking at me, and I feel like in a way she was also teaching me a lesson because she used to leave money. She used to always leave like $20 on her microwave, and every time people came in and out of her house, she would always check if the $20 was still there, so she would know who steals or who doesn't. So, because narcissists are always lying. So even my grandmother at an old age, she already knew the game when it came to these people, but for some reason, she would still get conned. And I remember telling her, Grandma, don't buy that jewelry. I think it's fake. And she was like, does it look real or does it look fake? When I was younger, my grandmother used to like buy gold for everyone. She used to buy people hoop earrings, bracelets, necklaces. So I always had gold, but I'm a kid. I don't know how to detect real gold from fake gold. It was shiny and everything, but I remember just having a feeling of don't trust this person. And back in the day, it was kind of more people that would come knocking at your door. But I felt like out of all the people that knocked at our door, that was the weirdest shit, because it wasn't like it was the way this person was dressed. It was everything about them. It was not professional. I got a vibe even as a kid. And I remember telling her, don't get this jewelry from him. But I remember her saying, no, sometimes you have to be good to people, because guess what? Even if he is lying about this not being real gold, he's going to have to pay for it. So in her mind, it was, if he deceives me, he's not of God. So he's going to have to pay for it because he's in hell. That's why he's lying and doing bullshit. And he's basically giving her this story. I just came from Mexico. I'm an immigrant. I don't have any money. I'm hungry. And she just feeling sorry for him. She's like, oh, I know what it's like, coming from another country and just being in despair, needing money. And you know what I'm saying? She's trying to be nice to this guy. And I'm sitting here like, don't trust him. And, she gives him like $100 bill. And I was like, that's a lot of money. And she's like, it's okay. $100 ain't nothing to a boss. She gave him $100, and it ended up being fake. So from back in the day, like I said, a lot of people used to come knocking at your door, weirdos. They just want to check your house, check who lives there. The weirdos. It was like a lot of weirdos coming to the house. And these days we live in, people don't do stuff like that no more, because people don't trust people in their home. They don't even trust, you barely trust the Uber driver. You don't even trust your neighbors walking past your door to steal your boxes, your packages. You know what I'm saying? So recently I have like fruits on my trees, and recently I saw someone on my cameras snooping around my yard, and then they came to the door and started knocking. And I'm thinking like, I didn't answer it because I didn't recognize the person, and it looked like someone off the street. And I'm thinking, why is someone off? I was like, is that someone off the street? Because I don't know them, So I start talking to them on the cameras like, what do you want? They ignored me and just start walking towards like my tree where I have oranges. So then I come outside and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like cutting oranges off the tree. And he's like, I tried to ask you if I could have some. So I'm like, oh, so since I didn't answer you, you just decided to still take it? Like, that's kind of crazy to me, to go to someone's house, go into their yard and start picking fucking fruits out. Like, that's the weirdest shit to me, So I'm telling him, like, I said, please leave my yard. And he was like, so I can't have no more fruits, while he's still holding them, putting him in his bag, still holding them. And then I was like, get out of my yard. And then he starts walking towards the sidewalk, and he's like, I'm gonna come back later. So narcissists will lie to get their way. Oh, he's trying to make it seem so innocently, like, oh, I tried knocking on your door asking if I can take some, but when I didn't come to the door, he went straight to the trees and started picking fruits and stuff. Like, you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious. You know what I'm saying? So they will lie to you. It's like, in his mind, it's like, I didn't really lie. I knocked on the door. But you're trying to lie your way into taking something that's not yours. I don't care if it's fruit. I don't care if you're on the street starving. You don't go to people's houses and start picking shit and then try to sit there and feel like you're telling me the truth because you knocked on the door, but you're lying. You see how the lie goes? It's like it goes undetected, because it's to make the victim feel like, well, at least he did knock. Well, I do have oranges to spare. Oh, it's fine. You can have them. Have a good one. And in the narcissist's mind, they could be thinking, oh, this bitch is too nice. I'm going to come and rob her ass next time. Right? Because she's too nice. I'm going to come and take oranges now whenever I feel like it. Fruits from her garden whenever I feel like it. Just the simple fact that you felt bold enough to come into my driveway, into my gate, and start picking shit, knocking at the door, then picking shit. And you don't find that you don't see nothing weird with me telling you, you get insulted because I told you to get the hell out of my yard. Please get out of my yard. And you're catching an attitude with me like, F you, bitch. You like, fuck you. And then he said, I'll come back to your yard. I'll come back. He said, I'll come back. So most people will try to be nice to narcissists and feel like just let him have it and be nice to him, because if not he will come back because he feel like you disrespected him. Because narcissists feel like they can lie, and then they feel like they can get away with it. And you know, and it's sometimes people feel like it's better to ignore these people because they'll hurt you, they'll steal from you, they'll do things to you that, you know, because now they know what you look like, now they're targeting you. But you also can get targeted if you don't say anything. Yeah, you can't go back and forth with them, but you have to let people know, don't come into my driveway, don't come into my property. Some, you know, next time something can happen to you coming into my home. It's almost coming into someone's backyard or someone's yard. It's almost like coming into my house. That's how I look at it. I don't care if you knocked on the door. It's almost like you came to my house and you're taking stuff and I don't know you, and you don't see nothing weird. You don't know if I have children. You don't know what's going on. And you don't know how anyone in that household will feel if they walk out and just find your ass right there looking stupid. And then on top of that, you give a stupid response. You know, if you didn't get the A-OK, it was your cue to leave. If you didn't get the A-OK, it was your cue to leave, not sit there. And I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother, she took care of her garden, and I remember she used to get mad when people used to go by and grab flowers from her garden, and I would be like, why is it such a big deal? And she's like, no. I remember her telling a little kid, and she told a little kid, please don't rip my flowers from my tree. And the lady was kind of telling my grandma, they're just flowers or whatever. And then my grandmother told her, no, you need to teach your kids not to steal, not even a flower. Like, she took that shit serious. So narcissists will lie to get stuff out of you. And then, you know, if you expose them or if you know they're full of shit, they get mad, they get angry, they try to act like you're over exaggerating or you're crazy, even if it is a flower. Now I understand why my grandmother said that, because if you don't teach your kids from a young age, they get older and they start taking more bigger shit. You know what I'm saying? So the narcissist will lie to get free stuff, free food. I've been with Jezebel spirits where we go out, have fun. They don't want to spend their money, so they're trying to use people at the club to get in free. They're trying to use their body to get in free. They're trying to go to restaurants and say that the food was nasty, even though they ate it, to get the bill reduced or get a whole free gift card. And narcissist men do this too, or they'll just, you know, or they'll say, I got bad service, just to walk out. So these people always want free stuff. They'll fuck with you at your job. They'll try to get you to escalate. They try to start arguments with you. They want you to go back and forth. They want you to lose your cool, because it's going to give them a free meal or a free gift card, and they're putting your job at jeopardy. They don't care. This is why they tell you, when people like this come around, just go straight to the manager, let them handle those type of people. And a lot of times they get gift cards not because the manager feels like they deserve it, but because they know they're narcissists and they're going to start more shit. They're going to call corporate. They're going to try to get them in trouble. They're going to go write bad reviews. They're going to try to get your business shut down. They're going to talk about they're going to tell their friends to write reviews. They're going to put fake reviews on your shit, you know. So this is why people will tell you, go deal with your manager, because these people will get you fired. These people, they'll come in there with a bad attitude. They'll come in there demanding shit. They'll come in there mad because they can't use the ATM's not working. Oh, the ATM's not working. Now they're yelling at you like, come fix it. They'll try to, it's almost like they're trying to, they're lying. They're sitting here trying to get their way, but they're lying in the process. So, you know, they might, say, oh, I know I got money on here, but they know they don't have no money. They know they stole someone's card. They don't even have the pin, or they act like, or you go out on a date with them and they'll tell you, oh, I forgot my debit card, or I forgot my wallet. They will lie about shit like that and really act like it was an accident and they did it on purpose to get a free meal out of you, to get you to pay. They might have paid for the last date and now they're like, oh, I forgot my wallet. And because they paid for the last date, you might feel like, oh, I'll pay for it, no big deal. But they just lied to you to compensate from what the money that they wasted on the last date. They do stuff like that. They lie. They lie themselves into friendships with people. Jezebel spirits, they'll be your friends, but it's only because they want something out of you. They want access, they want supply, they want to be able to ask you for favors. They'll let you talk to them about your problems. It's only so that they can have you around. They're lying about the relationship, friendship, to get something out of you. So this is why I say, the narcissist always lies to get their way. That's why you have to be careful with these people. And they'll also, let's just say, when it comes to business deals, the narcissist will lie to you in order to make a business deal, in order to make a sale. The narcissist will lie to you to get free stuff out of you. They'll lie to you to to invest in their companies. They'll lie to you about investments, and really they're just taking your money. They're not going to invest it in anything. So they'll try to get you to do things, and then they'll say, oh, someone else has done it for me. They'll try to, oh, give me half off on these shoes. Give me half off on this. And then if you were to say no, hey, ma'am, you already ate all your food, they're going to be like, oh, well, when I went to Chili's, they gave me a gift card. I deserve a gift card. I deserve a free coffee. They have that type of attitude. And you got to be careful with those type of people. I've seen when Jezebels and narcissists do this. The reason you have to be careful with this is because these are the same type of people that will get you in trouble, like I said, because they're almost bullying you into doing something because they're saying that someone else has done it. Another company, another business has done this for them. And then not just that, but in relationships, when you're with a narcissist man, they'll say, oh, my ex did this for me. My ex did that for me. They lie. Sometimes certain people did do certain things for them, but sometimes they're lying. Like, they'll tell, like, say, with me, the narcissist told the new supply that they were using me, but there's no way they could have been using me because I've never gave no man no money. I've never given him any money. He's never gotten any type of financial anything from me. So they will lie to the new supply and tell the new supply, oh, I've had many women do things for me. Oh, my ex would have done it. These people will lie, but it's because they're trying to bully you into doing something. They're trying to bully you into a lot of times they're fucking lying. Certain people didn't take care of them the way the narcissist claims they did. They might have gave them a roof over their head, or they might have gave them sex, but the narcissist will make it seem like just by living with someone, they're trying to make it seem like they were giving you money. You were giving them money, or you were buying them cars, or you were putting them on your credit cards, or you were putting credit cards, you were giving them credit cards, or you put a car under your name for them. You co-sign for a car or something. They try to lie and make it seem like they got more out of people than they actually did so that the next person can go over and beyond for them. But a lot of times you have to think about it. If they've had better than you, why are they with you? What kind of investment is that? It doesn't make sense. So that means that if they're telling you that other people have done stuff, chances are they're lying, because they would have been with that person, So they would try to force you to break the rules and invest in them. And, sometimes they lie. They give you stuff that belong to other people. Sometimes they take your stuff and they sell it. Sometimes they sell you things, sell you products. It's like, someone told me the other day that someone bought an iPhone online on like OfferUp or something, and it ended up being an Android. So they lie about everything. They lie about stuff. They're always trying to, instead of trying to do the right thing, or starting a real business, even when they start businesses, they're trying to already figure out how to lie their way into getting more money for products. They're lying. They're constantly lying. It's like they feel like the world is one big lie, one big deception. So why not lie? That's why they feel like, hey, there's people doing worse out here than me. There's people in this economy that are barely surviving because of people higher up. And when are they going to get their karma? So this is why narcissists lie, because they have no faith in God, and then they don't want you to have faith in God. But the only way you can have a stronger relationship with God is until you're able to witness what evil is. A lot of times the reason a lot of people drift away from God is because they don't have a full understanding of evil. Once you go to hell and see it for your own eyes, and you feel it, and you see how lost you were, how lost they made you feel, and you see that God was always trying to help you and guide you, and still helping you, now you learn to appreciate the God in people, and not and look out for those people who have God in them, and not chase after people who are full of deception and lies. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. If you guys want to book a session, my booking information will be on the description, and this is a way to support my channel. So as always, I'm sending you guys love, light, and peace, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.